Right, we're coming up behind this heavy goods vehicle now. I've got a good clear down view in front of the vehicle. I can see the vehicle's overtaking him. I can see his offside mirror. He should be able to see me. It's tucked in nicely to the near side. Look in my rear view mirror, there's nothing coming up onto the offside lane, so I'm going to indicate and move out into the offside lane and just drive past, keeping an eye on the vehicle. At this point here, we might be moving into his blind spot, so we're going to accelerate through that particular area and away. Now, had there been any vehicles in front of him, be aware that if you're sitting in that blind spot, that's the time when it's most in danger of him moving out. Again, moving up on this one here, right hand indicator moving out. Check down the near side. I can see his near side mirrors before I did that. Because he's on the left hand bend, I can also see what's going on in front. Looking at these three vehicles in front of us again, same sort of scenario. They're keeping a good gap between each vehicle. There's no traffic, smaller vehicles in the gaps that are likely for them to want to overtake. There's traffic overtaking me on the right hand side. When it's clear, that lane's clear, I can indicate pull out. They're going uphill, their speed's going to be fairly slow. Chances of them overtaking is very, very slim. On the other hand, this blue one is tailgating the vehicle in front, maybe slipstreaming him. We'll just sit in behind him for a minute to see what he does here. My guess is as soon as he gets over the brow of that hill, as his speed builds up, because he's tailgating the vehicle in front, it may be an opportunity for him to go for an overtake. The problem with that sort of an overtake on a two-lane carriageway is that he's probably maximum speed is going to be 60 miles an hour due to his restriction on the vehicle. As he starts going down the hill, once he reaches that 60 mile an hour limit, the only thing that's going to take him down is gravity, and it probably takes some considerable time to overtake that vehicle. That'll block the offside lane and will certainly cause frustration amongst the drivers that are sitting behind them. Be patient, sit back, anticipate the manoeuvres of drivers like that, and be aware that they have speed limiters on their vehicles. They physically cannot go any faster than 60 miles an hour, and in some cases probably not even that. As they're dropping down the hill now, the vehicle in front is actually pulling away. It's got a little bit more power, probably a little less weight on board, is able to open up the gap. I'm looking in my offside mirror. I've got one vehicle behind me, or two vehicles behind me now coming up. Once those vehicles have passed, then I should start looking for an opportunity to have an overtake. Keeping a distance from the vehicle in front, I can see that clearly down his offside and see his mirrors. So there's a slip road coming up. I've had a look down the slip road. I've seen no vehicles on the slip road, so I'm not anticipating anything joining. But should something come up there that I haven't seen, what's that lorry going to do? It's going to have to move out into the offside lane to give that traffic room to merge onto the motorway, or in this case the dual carriageway. Nothing on the slip road, so it's clear for me to start thinking about my overtake. Indicator moving out into the offside lane, accelerating through the danger zone, getting in front of the vehicle. He's steady, I'm in the outside lane, maximum speed limit 70 miles per hour, up to the maximum. It's a limit, not a target. We don't have to drive at 70 miles an hour, but in this case it's perfectly safe to do so. We move down the A20 towards Maidstone, passing these vehicles which are all quite steadily driving along in the near side lane. A little bit of rain coming now, a few spots of rain on the windscreen. Got a couple of faster vehicles behind me that want to come through. Move back to the near side once the road is clear. If they want to go past, let them get on with it. Closing on another vehicle in front, and it started its overtake. That Porsche's having to suddenly brake and move in because he didn't see the vehicle that was moving in the lay-by, moving out, which caused that lorry to alter course and pull out into the offside lane. What would have happened if that Porsche had been alongside that lorry at that point, sitting in the blind spot? That's the sort of scenario where a crash could have occurred.